Come on.
Busted! I hit live before I finished eating in my kitchen. So dog.
Now you're talking to me.
No. Oh man.
No
I should
bodies.
have this angled so you can see the obnoxiousness that is me trying to open a door. Dun, 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 dun. It's like a field trip for the fitness class. Sorry if I made anyone dizzy. Not my intention. Facebook fitness. I just learned fancy new feature on Zoom that you can hide your own face so you don't have to look at it anymore. Wondering how to do that for my own fitness class. There's just like a shadow, a ghost thing. But yeah, I can't. So here's my face. Hope you're happy and ready to work out. Today I wanted to do something scary. One of my favorite things about fitness is it taught me how to do difficult things that I'm not good at in front of people. And boy, I got comfortable doing that. So the pandemic was like, here, do some fitness silently by yourself with awkward objects in front of people. We'll even put it on YouTube so anyone can see it and let you know how they feel about it. So it's kind of freeing and terrifying and fun and not fun all at the same time, aka a great metaphor for life. So to honor that, today's focus is do something you're afraid of and then do it anyways. So I picked a move called thrusters, which if you're familiar with them, you'll know why I chose that if that's my focus. And then I picked a really big number like 100 that we'll have to approach multiple times. Remember, as with any workouts, they're infinitely scalable. So if your, say, shoulder hurts and you want a modification so you can still work out and get your sweat on, put a comment in and I'll let you know a substitute. Maybe your shoulder doesn't hurt, but your shoulder just hasn't had enough practice and it can't do what I'm asking it to do today. Same process. Put a comment in the comments, a message in the comments, chat, what do we call that? And I'll do my best to come up with a modification. Don't feel like you're bothering me. That's what I kind of miss about coaching was individualizing. And when I'm just talking at the screen, I'm not really individualizing. So you're doing me a favor by making that request. Long story short, let's do some fitness, okay? This part's not scary. It's just the warm up. We're gonna start with our arm and leg swings. If you don't already, make sure you get 2 objects that you can put on your shoulders and press over your head, or it could be like one thing that's an even weight. So I know I've used a chair before. That wouldn't be really great today. Anything like a broom, or obviously if you have a barbell or dumbbells, those would be ideal. I'll try to show you a couple options when we work out. Actually, I kind of got a hilarious one in mind. Anyways, like I said, enough talking. You get your 2 objects and your music, and let's start with our warm-up. Arms side to side 10 times. And then up and down 10 times. Same thing with your legs, 10 times back and forth. And then side to side. All right, let me grab a couple things. So the first move we're gonna practice before we do it in the workout is called a thruster. Although we're pushing something over our head, it's actually a full leg movement. So I wanna make sure we're using our legs appropriately. It starts with a squat. So find your hip bones, top of your pelvis. Draw a straight line down. That's about where your feet should be. Some people are gonna wanna turn their toes out at an angle. Some are gonna keep them straight. That's really not important. It's just that we have a nice wide stance, but we don't want it too wide. Because if it's too wide, we're gonna over rely on some muscles and miss out on the other ones. So start with hip width, and for your squat, I don't want you to just drop down. I want you to push your hips back and then squat down. And what you'll notice is as you get about here, there's no room for your hips, so you're gonna spread your knees out to the side and squat. So go ahead and do 5 of those. So it's hips back, down, knees out, and stand. When you're doing it, try to make sure your foot is staying flat on the floor. You're not rocking up onto your heels. You're not leaning over to the side. Flat feet. If you need to move your angle to make those feet flat, that's good. The second part of this move is a press. You can use a broom, but if you do, just screw off the end piece so it's nice and evenly weighted and press it up overhead. Or most of us are gonna have 2 objects. Mine are a little awkward. I'm gonna start with them on my shoulders and then I'm gonna press them overhead. Just a little demo. If you have 2 objects, do me a favor. Put them on your shoulder and make a Y. Okay? How long until that really sucks? All right, put them back on your shoulders, bring them straight up. Which position are you stronger in? Yeah, straight up. Because then we're stacking and the weight is balanced versus supporting and the weight is being held, okay? So that's really important because a thruster takes a squat and puts the momentum up into your arms. So think of it as being really explosive and exuberant. So you're gonna either take your broom that's on your shoulders or your 2 objects, put them on your shoulders, you're gonna do a squat, and then as you stand up, you're gonna use your hips opening, so the power from my hips, push it overhead. Go ahead and try a couple of those. See if I have any questions. I don't see any questions. I know thrusters can sound scary, but really, you can go as slow as you want. You can use as light or as heavy of an object as you want. You're at home doing your thing and honoring your body. And sometimes it's kind of good to do something that scares you. So the next part is what really scares me. I don't like 100 of anything. But chest taps are pretty accessible, right? We're just gonna get in the top of a push-up and we're gonna tap our rib cage. Now, I already know I'm not doing 100 of those. I can stop at 10, I can stop at 50, I can stop at 98, I can stop at all of the above, and so can you. There's the pace is yours. If you're someone who wants to just sweat and you're not worried about strength, super light thrusters, go fast through those chest taps, and then get back to the workout. If you're someone who wants to build strength, then don't worry about going fast. Go as heavy as you can safely, and you're gonna do less, and that's okay. Regardless of where you fall, the workout itself is just gonna be 10 minutes. So we're all gonna do as much as we can, or as much as we want, or as much as we feel comfortable doing in that 10-minute period. Since I do the workout with you, I may not see any of your questions or comments in the chat, but I'll try to do my best. to keep an eye on it. But it looks like we don't have any questions. So again, those thrusters, you can have one object across. Maybe I'll do both so that people can see it. Across your chest, you're gonna do a squat and then push overhead, or you could do two. All right, I'm gonna have fun doing things we're scared of. I'm gonna start my timer. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Say a prayer. 10 minutes of 10 thrusters and 100 chest taps. We are starting in 3, 2, 1, go. So I'm starting my thrusters with what they look like when you have two objects. I thought about taping these just in case the tops came off, and then I forgot to do it. I'm just saying a silent prayer. And I don't spill water all over myself at my gym. I think almost 10, might have been 11. Big deep breath. Now I'm going to chip through as many of these 100 as I can. Taking a deep breath because I got 9 minutes to go. Shaking out my shoulders because I know I'm going to need them for my thrusters next. All right, I wanted to show you what thrusters could look like if you have a single object too. So instead of a broom, go with a trophy, mix it up a little. Big deep breath. Once you finish thrusters, you're back on those chest taps. Another tip, keep on moving. We got just about 6 minutes left. But if you start breaking things up, make a promise to yourself. I'm going to take 1 breath or 3 breaths. but as soon as I'm done, I'm going right back at it. That commitment and accountability really helps the workout go, but helps you build trust in your body. After 10 thrusters, you're gonna do 100 chest taps. Three and a half minutes. Almost done, friends. Stick with it. Small sets, small rest. Ninety seconds. All right, just about a minute to go. Get right to the next move. seconds. Three, two, one, and that's 10 minutes. Go ahead, grab some water, take some deep breaths, and then we will stretch. Cool. All right. I see a lot of people dipping out. I hope it's because of internet problems or prior engagements, because stretching is just as important as getting out of breath and sweating. It helps your muscles extend themselves and grow, repair. It helps get blood into those areas, and it increases flexibility so that next time you work out, your joints can move better. So definitely take the time to recover through stretching or whatever works for you. I'm going to start with a stretch for the shoulders. I like to sit in saddle pose, but you could absolutely sit in the crisscross applesauce. My second grade teacher coming out there. So cactus arms. Oh, cactus. You're going to take one and put it under the other, and then try to clasp. It's okay if you stop here because your arms are tight, but as far as you can go is good. I'll turn to the side. You can also play around with pulling it up, pulling it down, or even pulling those hands away from your face to get a nice stretch there in the shoulders. One more big deep breath. Shake it out. Back to your cactus arms. And you're going to put opposite one under and clasp it to the best of your ability. All right, big deep breath. Shake it out. All fours, we're going to do pigeon pose for our hips. So you're going to pull your knee up and then push the back leg back and just relax over. If you're someone with flexible hips, you might be able to make this leg perpendicular to your body. I can't, so I'm just going to hang out here. While we're stretching, I just want to remind you how appreciative I am that you're here. It keeps me getting up. This is recovery, and I just want to remind you, even if you're someone who's never struggled with substance use disorder or haven't experienced it in your family and friend circle, like all of us here at Recovery are the faces of recovery. And we're varied because the faces are varied. People in recovery are just that, we're people. So one of our missions is to celebrate and reduce stigma. So whether you can relate to that specific struggle or not, we appreciate everybody who's on our team and who's out there saying like, yeah, people in recovery, they're people. They deserve everything that every people deserves. So if you notice, like every day we put in all of the links to other mutual aid groups, the shout out to our YouTube channel and our peer services, but also at the bottom there's those hashtags, and we take those seriously. Like, get busy living. If you're new to sobriety and feeling like, gosh, life's never gonna be fun again, you can make it fun. And that's kind of like core to our mission. I, for one, am a better human without alcohol in my life or any substances, and with recovery than I ever was without. And that's what sober living through fitness means to me. They are my community, they are my connection, but more importantly, together we do recover. Go ahead and switch legs. Pull it through, flop over. Yeah, so that, sorry, this is like an awkward pause in the middle of a serious statement. But that togetherness, like, yeah, every time you're here motivates me to be here. And hopefully me being here might motivate you to be here on a day when you're not really feeling it. Sidebar, if you're not feeling it, you can always skip it at 3 o'clock. And then when you are feeling it, go to our YouTube channel, because all the videos are there. And it's kind of cool because they're on a playlist. So when they're on our website, you kind of had to scroll really far. The YouTube channel is a lot more user-friendly. Plus, if you want to laugh, look at the screen, like the thumbnails they put up for all our pictures. They're pretty great. Faces of recovery. Right. From there, you can just go ahead and roll out of it and get on with your day. Make sure you drink water, love yourself, connect with your friends and family, and thank yourself for showing up today, because I sure appreciate it, and I hope you do too. Tomorrow's Friday. I know that. I looked at my calendar, so I will see you here tomorrow at 3. Peace out.